to Suffern along the Erie track, I go by a poor old farmhouse with its shingles broken and black. I suppose I've seen it 100 times, but I always stop for a minute to look at the house, the tragic house, the house with nobody in it. I never have seen a haunted house, but I hear there are such things, that they hold the talk of spirits, their mirth and sorrowings. I know this house isn't haunted, but I wish it were, I do. For it wouldn't be so lonely if it had a ghost or two. The house on the road to Suffern needs a dozen panes of glass, and somebody ought to weed the walk and take a scythe to the grass. It needs new paint and shingles, and the vines should be trimmed and tied. But what it needs most of all, some people living inside. If I had a lot of money and all my debts were paid, I'd put a gang of men to work with brush and saw and spade. I'd buy that place and fix it up the way it used to be. And I'd find some people that wanted a home, and I'd give it to them for free. Now, a new house standing empty with gaping window and door looks idle perhaps and foolish, like a hat on its block in a store. But there's nothing mournful about it, for it cannot be sad and lone with for the lack of something within it that is never known. But a house that has done what a house should do, a house that has sheltered life, that has put his loving wooden arms around a man and his wife, a house that has echoed a baby's laugh and held up his stumbling feet, is the saddest sight when left alone that ever the eye could meet. So whenever I walk to Suffern along the Erie track, I never pass the empty house without stopping and looking back. Yet it hurts me to look at the crumbling roof and the shutters falling apart. For I can't help thinking the poor old house is a house with a broken heart.